Jews have always known the feeling of being strangers, even before our sojourn in Egypt. Lech lecha, God says to Abraham and Sarah, go from this place you call home and cross the river and go to a new land that I will show you, and only there, in the place where you are strangers, will you become a people. At first, this people are called Ivri, Hebrews, literally boundary crossers. This is our burden. Ours is a faith born from the experience of the perpetual outsider. And now in Sinai's shadow, the people become a nation with rules that define righteous living. And these laws are bookended with this commandment: do not mistreat the stranger, for you have been strangers. The second time, the commandment goes even further, adding this phrase, ve'atem yadatem et nefesh hager, for you know the nefesh, the spirit, the soul, the heart of the ger, the stranger, for you are strangers. According to Nachmanides, God says, when you were strangers in the land of Egypt, I saw the ways the Egyptians oppressed you, and I avenged your cause on them, because I behold the tears of those who are oppressed and have no comforter. The stranger's life is perilous. The stranger is vulnerable without the supports or the comforts of home. The stranger has no advocate, no defender. The stranger is subject to the impulses, the prejudices, the oppressions of the powerful. We Jews have known the loneliness and vulnerability of the stranger's experience all too well, not just in Canaan or Egypt or Germany, but every place where we have lived. Our history is littered with signs that read, Jews not wanted. The stranger's life is lonely. Nachmanides explains, every stranger feels depressed and is always sighing and crying, and his eyes are always directed towards heaven. Therefore, God will have mercy upon him, upon all who are oppressed. God sees the plight of the stranger. God knows that a stranger has nobody to speak for him, nobody to defend him, nobody to turn to when he is treated unfairly. And God has vowed that if they have no recourse, then God will be their recourse. God sees them as they lift their eyes heavenward and hears their wails, and God answers their calls. Our Parsha tells us that God has placed within our people the heart of a stranger so that we might hear those calls too.